Hi guys, it's Hayden, and today I'm going to be sharing with you game day outfits 101. So if you're anything like me when I was going into my freshman year, or just any school, if you're transferring or whatever, and you kind of don't know what to do for game days, it can be stressful, and I know every school is different. I'm going to specifically be talking about what I know for my school. I go to the University of Michigan, and so this will probably fit for most Big Ten schools, but I also feel like a lot of this information can be pretty general and can be applied to all schools. So let's begin. So first, you're gonna wanna think about the colors of your school. The colors of my school are maize and blue, or maize and navy most specifically. And that's gonna be important because you want a lot of pieces that are those colors. And I know that sounds kind of obvious, but for example, I have these maize shorts that have a little Michigan emblem on them. And then I have this navy tank top. And so you just want a bunch of basic pieces of those colors. And I basically just have a bunch of different items that are alternating between navy and maize. If your school does any color out, I'd make sure that you get clothing that has that color for the pants and the top. Basics are key, and so you want to find a lot of basic clothing items that are the colors of your school. And then you want to think about the different weather that you're going to be having during your school year. So for me, as I said, I go to the University of Michigan, and so it is very hot for the first 4 game days that we have. And then we have a month where it's no game days at home, and then it's pretty cold. So if you go to a school that it's only hot, you should only be spending money on things that are warm weather clothing. Because for me, I know that during the school year, I bought a lot of Michigan puffers. And if I went to a warm school, there would be no purpose in getting that. So for warm weather game days, I recommend getting tennis skirts, biker shorts, just regular shorts, jean shorts works too, and you can pair it with a regular top. And then I recommend for the top to get sports bras, because sometimes you can pair sports bras with different things kind of over top of it. And then also just bandeau tops and regular tank tops, and then crop tops and just regular t-shirts too. And on top of that, I would recommend buying things that you can wear for class and for game day. Maybe don't spend as much money on getting things that you can only wear for game day, but if there's a top that's $40, $50 that you can wear throughout the school year, I think that's still a good way to spend your money, just because you can use it beyond just game day apparel, if that makes sense. So if you go to a cold weather school, I have a lot of recommendations of things that you should get. First off, get leggings. Leggings are the perfect way to incorporate your school colors and still be on theme for game days. However, it also can be a layer that you can add to colder game days. So for example, I've worn leggings underneath pajama pants. I've worn leggings underneath sweatpants. I've worn leggings underneath jeans on super cold days. So I would recommend getting your school color in leggings. Also for cold game days, as I mentioned, I have worn pajama pants. So I didn't wear fuzzy ones. I recommend getting fuzzy ones. But I just wore these plaid Michigan pajama pants, and that was perfect because it had navy and maize and white, so I could kind of do a lot with the top in terms of what would go with that. And then I've also worn Michigan sweatpants, and those were gray. And I would recommend getting a few different types of long layers for your tops in terms of your school. So for example, I have a long sleeve t-shirt, or a long sleeve shirt, I guess, that says University of Michigan Big Ten champions, and yeah, it's long sleeve, it's white, it can be paired with a lot of things. And then I have a Michigan just regular sweatshirt zip up, and then I have a few different pullover sweatshirts that I have. And for when it's really, really cold, I recommend getting a puffer jacket or some kind of bigger jacket. I recommend, if you're gonna get a school puffer, to get one that's water resistant, because more than likely if you're having to wear a puffer, it snows. And there have been plenty of game days that it has snowed, and my whole puffer is just wet because it's not water resistant, whereas the one that is water resistant, I don't look wet and it's fine. And then on top of that, I recommend getting some kind of hat and gloves that are your school colors. So now that I've talked about some of the items that you should get for cold and warm weather game days, I'm going to be talking about where you should buy your game day outfits. I literally have so many things from Hype and Vice. I love Hype and Vice. My sophomore year, this past year, I was actually like a Hype and Vice ambassador. I could literally talk about it for forever. I wore it all of freshman year. Literally, I love the brand. I love that it's female operated and run, and just everything about it is awesome. And they have a lot of schools on their store, and it's all pretty trendy stuff that you can pair pretty easily with most things. And then also I recommend looking at Amazon. Amazon has so many cheap items that you can buy. I've bought in a lot of different game day stuff off of there. Then I would also recommend looking up Etsy stores. Etsy is a great place to buy from small businesses that have really awesome game day merch or items in general. And even they have like fun flags that you could carry around on game day and like little fun accessories and stuff. And then last but not least, look at your school's bookstore. I know my freshman year, I spent way too much money at my school's bookstore. We call it the M Den. And it was literally like atrocious how much money I spent there. I should not have done that. You live and you learn. But now I have plenty of stuff for game days, and my friends borrow that stuff all the time. That is the other thing, is once you have like a few like good pieces, you and your friends can kind of alternate and figure out outfits together in terms of like what stuff pairs well with each other's stuff. So once you have some good items, I wouldn't worry about having to like have a new game day outfit for every game, because I promise you, you'll be able to borrow from people, because when else are they going to wear some of these clothing items? And then my last but not least tidbit of advice is to accessorize. Literally, I have like the last 2 years, I've done like this TikTok where I rate my game day outfits, and some of my game day outfits would have absolutely sucked if it wasn't for the fact that I had like cute accessories. So for example, I absolutely love putting butterfly clips in my hair. I'm gonna attach some photos on the screen of like what I've done with butterfly clips. So I've done like bubble braids, and I've just done regular braids, and just like put little butterfly clips that are blue and maize in my hair, which has definitely elevated the outfit. And then I also have these custom Converse that are University of Michigan Converse, and that has definitely kind of tied a lot of my outfits together that probably wouldn't have been that great, but the shoes make it a lot cuter. So my freshman year, I wore a lot of stickers. I didn't really my sophomore year, but I still think they're cute. And I had like little like black M's on my face, or like a little Wolverine. And sometimes people will like draw stuff on them, or like put like little temporary tattoos, which are always fun. So when thinking about how to elevate an outfit, accessories are the #1 way to go. And then 2 is how you do your hair. A lot of my least favorite game day outfits have been the days that I've just had my hair down, and that is because that's just kind of boring and it doesn't really like lift the outfit up. And most of the time when I've done, even just like if I've done braids or stuff, it just makes the outfit look better, and it kind of puts more of the focus on the outfit, and the hair isn't like taking away from it. And for those warm weather game days, it's so hot that like my hair just like gets like sweaty and gross, and it's not good. So I recommend doing stuff with your hair for game days to make your outfit a lot better. So that is the end of my video. I hope that you guys kind of liked this information that I gave about game day outfits. And I know that every school is different, and obviously some schools can do different things, and there might be different rules for each school about what you can and can't wear. However, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe down below. I hope you have an amazing day, and I love each and every one of you. Mwah!